Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, I am Murad Agriculture, Senior Lecturer, Department of Agriculture Studies, Milestone College, Uttara Dhaka. Welcome to my today's online lecture.
Chapter 3, Section 3. And today is the second lecture of this section. And the section name is Sugar Producing Crops. And today's lecture is very important because today I will discuss some important topics of this section. Last class we discussed about the cultivation method of sugarcane. So today I will discuss the insect and disease of sugarcane, then cultivation method of rattan sugarcane or rattan crops, and the economic importance of sugarcane. First of all, I'll give you one important message, which is infestation of insects and disease cause 15 to 20% crop loss throughout the country. What it does mean? It means that in our country about 15 to 20% crop losses from the attack of insect and disease. That means the insect and disease attacked in our country's sugarcane production. That time we have got 15 to 20% loss throughout the country. So this is very important. That is why we have to look after or monitor properly regarding the effect of insect and disease. The first important or harmful disease of sugarcane is red rot disease. So we will discuss the details about this disease. Always remember that there will be 3 points you have to understand properly regarding any type of disease, which is causes, symptoms, and control measures. So what will be the causes of red rot disease? The causes of red rot disease is fungus, and the specific scientific name of this fungus is Coleotrichum falcatum, and it can be spread throughout the rain, air, fog, or it can be infect the nodal part of the stem, that means the sugar cane, and it can be spread throughout the seed as well, and also spread through the rattan cropping as well. Later on today's lecture I will discuss what is rattan cropping. So what is the symptoms of red rot disease? The From the name we can understand that this is a little bit about the uh, disease, which is the stem or the plant become red and it become rotten where the red part. So the stems become rotten due to attack of this fungus. The leaves become yellowish in color and dries with randomly when the infected portion is increasing. That time the longitudinal cut along the stem shows light reddish appearance separated by patch of white pan, and the bud infection appears as epidemic loss. Even in the leaf, the numerous reddish streak followed by the reddening and whole leaf as well. So this is the most important and main and symptoms of this red rot disease. Here I will try to show you some picture, which is you can observe the red rot disease symptom. If you have a look the leaf of the sugar cane, you have a look the red or little bit yellowish color or brownish color streak found in the leaf, and later on when it attack is severe, that time the leaf will be dry and become more yellowish, and later on it will be dry and rotten. And even if you have a look the plant of the sugar cane stick is become reddish. Here is reddish, here is reddish on the nodal part, or maximum nodal part is reddish in color, but this is not the red variety of sugarcane. This is the greenish variety. But if you have a look, you can observe that reddish color. Different places is reddish color. So this is the symptom of red rot disease. And if you have a look the stem, individual stem in the node as well, and here the brownish color, even in the reddish color. Here is little bit reddish color, later on the more reddish color here, and at last they become rotten of the stem. Here is the longitudinal portion of the inside the stem. If you this is the cutting portion of the stem, the red patches and the white patches observed inside the stem here as well. Here is the white patches, and this is the rotten part at the severe condition of this disease. So, what is the control measures you can follow for red rot disease? Because I told you before, the insect attack and the disease attack is due to of this disease, we can lose about 15 to 20%. And red rot disease is most harmful and most important disease in our country. Maximum field of sugarcane is infected by this disease. So we have to cultivate the resistant varieties, and we have to planting the seed, that means the sugarcane seed, and before or planting or sowing you have to treat with the seed treatment and fungicide, and even we have to planting the disease free seed, and even do not allow rattan cropping in disease infected land. And later on I will discuss detail about the rattan crop, what is the rattan crop. And when you observe the field is infected by red rot disease, do not allow to do rattan crop in that field. Selecting medium highland for sugarcane cultivation. Sometimes I told you airborne, fog burn, or the seed burn. And definitely seed treat with 0.3% agalose solution before planting, and use diethen M45. And you have to follow this control measure definitely, because I told you this is very harmful for sugarcane cultivation. Here is some more disease which is you can so see the disease name is smart disease, and this is control causes is fungus. If you have a look, the nodal part or the top part looks like a elephant elephant in front of the elephant nose is looks like here, and this one as well here, and have a look on here. So this is, that is why it's called smart disease, because it looks like elephant is smart. So that is why this one as well harmful for your or sugarcane as well. So for control measures, when you found this one, you have to remove this one immediately, and we have to apply fungicide and treat the seed set with the fungicide. And this is the red leaf strike disease and causes by bacteria. If you have a look, this bacteria, this leaf is looks red patches or strikes due to the infect of bacteria. Here you can observe the red strike or red stripe or red patches found in the leaf. This is as well another harmful or disease of sugarcane. Now the insect. Here is some insects you can observe. Here is the first insect, which is called top shoot borer. This is the caterpillar. This insect, this borer in attack on the top shoot of the sugarcane and bore and go inside the top shoot, and when it's matured it looks like the white one. It looks very beautiful, but this is very harmful for the sugarcane. And this is top shoot or moth. And this is another harmful insect of sugarcane, which is called sugarcane stem borer moth. And this is the mature stage, and this is the caterpillar stage after egg hatching. After egg hatching, little bit mature is called caterpillar. And this one bore inside the stem, and inside the stem they lay egg inside there, and after mature stage they come out from the stem, and this one and eat the inside portion, fleshy portion of the stem, and make rotten on that part. And after that this one looks like small things come out the outside. Now the most important of this chapter as well, another topic which is called ratoon cultivation of sugarcane. What is ratoon crops? In simple word, it's called when first cultivation is done in a place, in a land, that time we cut the sugarcane and go to the market for selling, and the root system live or stay in the field. And second time when that root system producing another crop, that is called ratoon cultivation in simple language. So now we can see the definition. During harvesting time of sugarcane, we should not cut the base of the plants, because from this base of the plants again new seedlings will come out and we got production for second time. This system is called ratoon cultivation. And but second time production rate will be low and crops can be attacked by different disease and insects, but this is very uh, helpful. And this type of cultivation we're doing when we're producing sugar or gur in the local sweet. And how we do the cultivation method? We have to do the same procedure like applying fertilizer, applying irrigation, on cultural practice, interculture, earthing up, stocking, have to be follow in raccoon cultivation as well. So it should, but not all the type of variety is suitable for ratoon cultivation. Here you can see it showed the 16 variety is suitable for this. We should keep base of the plant during harvesting, clean dry leaves, weeds from the field. That means when we doing the second time ratoon cultivation, that time we have to clean the dry leaves from the leaves and weeds as well. Otherwise, insect and disease will be infected. Soil of the field should be loosened. That means you have to lose the soil as well. Friable the land. Make sure all clods is break down in the field. Apply 10 to 8 ton decomposed cow dung for 1 hectare land. Apply 100 to 120 kg urea per hectare when the height of the plant is 80 to 90 centimeter. After 9 to 12 months, we will harvest when the plants will be mature. So that means we have to follow all the cultural practice like this first time cultivation in second time, but the production cost, the fertilizer cost, the insect cost will be less than the first time, but the production will little bit lower than the first time. So what will be the advantages of ratoon cultivation? The advantages is no seeds are required. That means sugar cane seed, that means the set is very expensive, because we know that, or you know that, we cut down the sugarcane plant and make the set or seed. So that is very expensive. That is why second time cultivation we don't need any type of sugarcane seed, and we don't need to cultivate the main land as well, because we're doing the same field and same practice, and less cost we needed and less time is required as well from the first time. That means if we need for 14 months, that time you need 1 to 2 months less. But we got some disadvantage as well for ratoon crops, which is more insect attack, more disease attack, and less production. This is the sugarcane ratoon cultivation. So at the end of this chapter, we have to understand what is the economic importance of sugarcane. Economic importance of sugarcane is the main crop for producing sugar and gur in our country. In the first lecture, I told you about the sugar producing crop. There will be sugarcane, then sugar beet, there are other crops as well. But in our country, the main crop of sugar producing is this sugarcane. And there are about 17 sugar mills in our country, and mainly people are working there. That means create the employment in our country, even in the land, in the cultivation field, and in the sugar mill as well. If we can increase the production rate, then export income is possible. That means if we increase the production, then we can export the sugar cane, and we can export the sugar as well in the foreign country and earn foreign currency, and it will increase the GDP, national GDP as well. Ratoon cropping is possible, which is not possible in the other crops like rice, wheat. Not other field crop is possible for ratoon growth except sugarcane. Young leaves can be used as cattle food. That means the nodal part, the young leaves can be sometimes used as cattle food for cow, buffalo, etc. Top of the plants can be used as seed swill meal sugar mills. That means the top portion, the top shoot is can be used in the sugar mills. Traces or byproduct sugar can be used in paper mill, and you can use it as a fuel. That means the dry leaves and the top portion we can use as a sugar can fuel. In the village area, rural area, the people use for cooking and others purposes. And even in the sugar can waste product, it can be after removing or extracting the juice, it can be used as a used in paper mill. The mold or the waste material used in the paper mills or for producing the newsprint. Molasses is used as cattle feed. Is very tasty. Molasses, very tasty type of food for cattle. And the filter mud or paste mud is used as a organic fertilizer. And I told you before as well, it creates the employment opportunity as well. And relay crop is possible or mixed crop is possible. That means inside the sugarcane field, inside the row, we can cultivate it, the other crops. That is called the relay crops, like some vegetables, ginger, turmeric, etc. So this is the economic importance of sugarcane. So what type of MCQ we can get from this chapter? So we can get this type of question like what is the causal organism of red rot disease of sugarcane, which answer is fungus. This type of MCQ. Even we can get some CQ question as well from this section, like explain the ratoon cultivation of sugarcane, and for 2 marks this type of question you can get from this section.
Very much, my dear students, for watching today's online lecture. If you got any problem, contact your subject teacher. They must help you. Thank you very much.